Hey everyone, Phoenix2 here. Got a request for this to make a video on skill leveling weapons. Now I'm working on making a sheet on it. You can't see it all the way here. But this is some of the stuff that I'm doing, making a sheet and experience tables, including the full limit break stuff when it comes out. I'll have this posted here at some point, but I'm trying to do a bunch of different things. So someone requested that they wanted to see some skill leveling. So that's what I'm going to work on here on this video. And I mean, it's a very simple, easy thing to do. Weapon skills enhance your fighting ability. You know, they can enhance your attack or it can enhance your hit points. You know, just depending on the weapon. What the assault skill or the defender skill. There's also pride skill. You know, and we're going to be seeing a bunch of other new skills coming out in the not too distant future that do a variety of things. You know, increase attack rates. That will. There's also ones that will increase your healing max limit so that your healers will heal for more. There's just going to be a whole bunch of things to choose from. I mean, even one that'll increase the max limit of your burst, because that is capped right now. But there are ones that will increase that. So we are going to go through. I need to go this way. Waiting for the one that I want. There we go. So we're going to go through skill leveling this SSR, since we're going through the Tiamat event right now. This weapon I'm finding useful for D'Artagnan and just a lot of fun to mess with. You know, easily get up to 45% defense down when I'm using Awakened Tyr, between D'Artagnan using her ability and Tyr using hers. So, pretty good for just the two. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to work on skill leveling this, and let you guys see that in action. So, I always go for 100%. Now with skill leveling, the thing you have to remember about skill leveling is that it's not about necessarily the weapon that you're using, but skills. So skills are what level up other skills, not the weapon. Weapons without skills won't level up skills because they have no skills. So you just kind of got to think about it that way. That's why enhanced material weapons don't enhance skills, because they have no skills. So anything of R rarity up will enhance skills. Everything comes based on the R's. So R's are worth like 10 experience points. This SSR at skill level 1s needs 20, so it's taking 2. So I always go for 100%. I don't really gamble away and try to waste mats. Some people like to just mess around with that for the fun of it. But I always go for the 100%, so I know that I'm going to get it every time. Now what I typically personally do is I always go for just all R's up until skill level 7. I'm saving those plus ones for something else. So that's why I'm just going to let those stack there for a bit. And once I get to skill level 7, I'll start stacking skill levels into SRs, and I'll kind of explain that as I get there. I mean, technically at this point I could use an SR at skill level 2 to get this one completely up, and that would use less materials than I am right now. I mean, it only use 2 materials, 1 SR and 1 R. You know, a lot less than 6. And it would increase to the next skill level. But the only time I start doing that kind of thing is when I have a lot of SRs to spare, and right now I don't. And since we get the gem gacha, or the gem chase we like to call it, every single day, you can get 60-70 Rs a day. So we're not really at a loss for Rs. It's the SRs that tend to be a little bit harder to get. So this is about 2 days worth of weapons built up. I was a little bit busy the past couple days, and now it's going to be really hard to pull Jumcha without having to keep going back, and just really annoying. So working on using these now towards this, and thought it'd be a good time to show some people that need help with skill leveling to show it now. SRs don't need as much. For every skill level that the SR is currently on, you need 1 R. So, if an SR is at skill level 5, it only needs 5 Rs. An SSR needs double what that is. 10. Just gotta keep an eye out for those +1s, like that one right there. No, not 11. 10. And some of my newer weapons, I'll start doing this early on, so that way I can take advantage of both the experience that it's getting from the weapon itself, as well as the experience from the skill level, and let it build levels there. And right now I've got a ceiling of up to level 75 on this, before I start kind of wasting experience, so to say. Alright, one more, and then we can start stacking on the SRs. Now, the one thing I do find a little tricky sometimes is these bows, because they come over here on the side here. Sometimes that +1 is hiding right there in that edge of the bow. So, gotta be careful sometimes. Sorry, it's going a little bit slow. My computer's got too many things going on here at once. 100%. Just the way I like it. I'm going to close down one of these windows. Maybe that'll help me out a little bit. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change base. I'm going to hunt down one of my SRs that I am going to use as an enhanced material. Now I have this all in order of highest levels, so it's going to obviously show my higher levels first. So I had to go back a little bit. There we go. One more page up, I think. Let's take a look at 7. Let's see what we got here. Alright, I should remember. Alright, page 8. That's where I need to be. This guy's pretty weak. I don't need him anymore. I got the wiki up over here. Let you take a quick look at it. I also have another spreadsheet that I made that I use to look at these, but here's that weapon. It has a max attack here of 1464, so that's really weak. So it's fodder. Alright, so again, 1 R per skill level for an SR. And SRs are worth 3.5 Rs. And every skill level enhances that, or will add another 3.5 onto it. So now this 1 R essentially is going to be worth 3.5 Rs when I put it on this SR. Because right now it's worth, like I said, 3.5. This is going to get to skill level 2. It's going to be worth 7 Rs. So that makes this upgrade worth it. Now 2 mats, which would, if you add them up together, equals 4.5, now equals 7. Now an increase of, what is that, 2.5, if you look at it that way. Alright, so now, let's do this again. We're going to put 2 onto it, because it takes 2. So it's costing 20. Essentially, I look at this as it's costing 20 experience to gain 35. So I'm going to gain another 15. It's still worth it. I'm still getting some bonus out of that. And this is what I call, what is this, experience optimization, or, what did I say here in my sheet? Excuse the, going back, efficiency. Sometimes just want to say words and they just go blank on you. Experience efficiency. Now the other one that I've discovered. I kind of hinted at it a little bit earlier when I've been skill leveling, is there's experience efficiency and then there's material efficiency. To me, this is experience efficiency. So this is costing 30 and we're going to gain an additional 35. So totally we're spending 30, gaining 5 additional on top of that. So still squeezing some extra out of it. Now the next one would not have that gain in it because it would cost 4, so 40 to gain 35, so that's a loss. So at skill level 4 is when you no longer have a experience efficiency of upgrading SRs for skill leveling. Alright, let's change our base. So now at skill level 4, 3.5 times 4 is 14. So now it's worth 14. I gotta go back and find where our little gun is. Should be coming up here soon. There he is. So he needs 7 times 2, 14. So he needs 14. Now these are in lowest rarity. That's what these are in. So I'm going to find it over here. There's our weapon. Enhance. Hooray, 100%, because it's worth 14, and that's exactly what this needs. Alright, so I was talking about the efficiency, experience efficiency. Now, material efficiency. So that is just an SR at skill level 4. If I were to do this, if I were to take that and do an SR, 2 SRs at skill level 2, so at skill level 2 they're equal to 7, so 2 of them would be 14. That would be the same exact thing, except now it's only costing me 4 materials, 2 SRs and 2 Rs. You just feed the Rs into the SRs, they become skill level 2. So for 4 materials I get the same experience. For an SR at skill level 4, it takes 7. The 1 SR and then the 6 Rs to feed into it. 1, then 2, then 3. So for the same amount of experience, I spend 4 materials instead of 7. So that is material efficiency in my mind. So that's what I talk about on my sheets. Kind of show on those is the difference between those two. Alright. I know you guys are like, stop yakking and get to the skill leveling. So I gotta go find another SR to use now. Yep, those are all fodders for me now. I got stuff that's that is stronger than those. I was about to say more stronger, but that is just not grammatically correct. And yeah, I like to find little patterns here once in a while when I'm skill leveling. If I see 2, I'll use the 2 of the same ones. If I see 3 of the same ones, I'll use the 3 same ones. Just what I like to do. Alright, now it's skill level 4. I can go back. Now sometimes what you can do is when you're drawing the Jumcha and you want to take a little bit less time than this. I mean, overall it probably would still take the same amount of time, but you can lessen the time that you're doing the SSR one as you're doing the Jumcha, building up materials to do the skill levels. You can. Alright, so this is 8, so it's going to be 16, so I need 1, 2. I know I see those 2 here, but I'll use those 2 this time. And nope, that's not it. There it is. So what you can do is you can just, as you're pulling the Gemcha, as you're building up materials, you can go ahead and skill level 4 your SRs you're going to use as fodder. And that way you can use up materials, the R materials that you have, save some room, give you some more room to draw more Gemcha, and just create a stash so that you can just quickly do it in an SSR when you're ready and you have the materials all for it. And then not having to go through, see, and sometimes this happens. I didn't mean to do that, but trying to convey all this information and thoughts about skill leveling gets my head distracted at times, and I accidentally select the wrong thing. Alright, stacking these +1s to use on something else. Now, I don't have any of them here to show you right now, but there's also enhancement materials that are in the shape, or there are cups, or grails. And they have improved performance for skill leveling. That's their primary purpose, is for skill leveling. Now, the rare ones, those are worth 2 Rs each. And you'll see on my sheet that the maximum efficiency point to use them at is at skill level 3. And the reason being, you put 1 R into them, it gains a skill level, it's now worth 4. Then you put another R into it, it now goes to skill level 3, it's now worth 6. After that, you have to put 2 in, because Rs are half cost of what SRs are for skill leveling, and it rounds. Which way is that round again? Skill level 1 needs only 1, so sorry, it rounds up. Alright, change base. The SR cup is worth 5. And that one you can take up to skill level 5, because at that point it costs 5 Rs to go into it, and you can only get 5 back, so it's skill level 6. I mean, that's a break even going from 5 to 6, which would make it worth 300, so I don't know, however way you want to do that, you could go all the way to 6, but 5 is the last skill level where it breaks even. Alright, so 3, 4... there you are. %, hooray! And then what was recently discovered then on the Japanese version, now that they have the full limit breaks, is that the SSR cups, which are only exchangeable in the shop, they're worth, you get them with 1 Dragon Eye, if I remember correctly, or Draconic Eye. Those are worth 400 experience points, which is 40 Rs. But going for full limit break, I mean, so full limit break lets you go up to skill level 30, so at skill level 29 you need 580, so it's not really worth it to put an extra into them. I suppose you could just make it cost less materials. Alright. Many times where I wish I could speed up my own processes here. Now, I haven't done my Gemcha yet today, so I certainly don't have enough mats, materials within. Alright, so to... I certainly don't have enough materials in my inventory right now to take this SSR all the way to skill level 20. So I'll have to pull some from the Gemcha a bit, so when I get to that point, I'll pause my recording, pull those, and then come back, and hopefully be able to finish this all the way to skill level 20. I calculated it out, and I should be able to. So, like, for example, this next skill level on the gun, from what I remember, it's going to be going to skill level 10, which needs 200 experience. So, what could be done is right now, I'm going to be using 6 of these. No, that is not what I meant to press. And don't be afraid to hit the cancel button. It'll come back and it'll have all your selections there. I just accidentally hit this OK button. This guy right there. So 6 also equals one of those R cups at skill level 3. So you could have that SR at skill level 4 plus an R cup at skill level 3, and you use up less mats than this. I mean, you'd only use up half as many of those R's, you know, the 1 R cup and then 2 more to feed into it. Yay, super success. Too bad that didn't affect skill levels. Alright. My next little piece of fodder. Oh, row 3. 1, 2. Feels like this thing's just getting slower. I'm kind of looking over the wiki here at one of these weapons I have in my inventory. Alright, that's pretty darn good. Seeing if it's something that I can part with. Once it gets to level 50 and higher, it's going to move on to an earlier page, so I got to keep in mind when it goes above level 50, so then I'll have to... Alright, so 11 needs 22, So that means I need 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, so again, I was looking at this bow, making sure it was a +1. No, not okay. Almost got ahead of myself. Enhance. 100%. We love those 100%. Hey, another super change base. Come on, keep up with me here. I think that I can get rid of, because I think that's a defender. Alright, let's take a look. I need... one of my next weapons is this one. 3 and 2. There's a little single. Let's see, there's that bow. There's one of those bows that could potentially easily miss. Come on, there we go. And then it gets further. Let this pop up for a second here, so I'm sure you guys saw it, but that bow right there, sometimes, right? That part of the handle, when the bow comes down to the string there, that +1 can sometimes hide there, and I've missed it at times and gone, crap. Actually, I put a +1 on something I didn't want. Come on, there you go. Alright, okay, one more. Alright, back to our gun. We're at 44, I think. 47. So we're almost to 50. Alright, so 12, I need 10. No. And then, yep, only 5 pages now, so I'm running out of our materials here. %, hooray. And we're at 50. So now it's going to be hiding amongst all those 50s somewhere, and I'll have to go find it. Alright, and this will be the last one before we can start using 2 SRs. question is, which one do I want to use? Yeah, I could use this one. That's a defender, I don't really need it. This is the new one from the event that we get our new SR cami. Oh yeah, here's another little trick. I got 4, I can just do 1 and a 2, and then the rest of the 3. But that's just me looking for ways to just break up sets, or use whole sets of copies and multiples. Super. Alright. Now we gotta find it. Let's see here. I don't think it's gonna be at the end. No, it still stayed there. Hooray. But it won't be there any longer. So now we need 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And you. Let's see any plus ones. 100%. Alright. Now it's a skill level 14, which means it needs 280, and since those are worth 14 each, now I need 2 SR at skill level 4s, or 2 SR4s. Got a lot of those. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a matter of this video getting larger and larger as I'm recording and slowing down my computer because it's taking up a lot of more and more space. And now I'm going to get another one and do another skill level 4 one, because now it's going to take 2 of these. Let's see here. Okay, it's going to less like could be on page 6 now. 8. Is that where I found him? Yep. And I got 5 of these, so that's why I know I can. Alright, now we got 2 of those ready. Now in the previous skill level 13 is where we could have started using the SR cups at skill level 5. That +1 SR, +1 R would get us what we needed. 6, so he should be here somewhere. There he is. And I don't need anything else aside from those 2. 1, 2. Alright, I'm going to need to grab some more material, so I am going to pause this here. Here to the change base screen. And then I'll pause it. And I'll be right back after pulling some more materials from the Gensha. Alright, here we are back again with a little less gems and a few more items in my inventory. So let's get this party going, continuing on. Alright, there's 4 of those. Alright, I got these guys to fodder now. We're getting close to the end here. Gotta go grab the other one. Those two are done. Now we can go back to our weapon. Should be on page 6 now, and there he is. 15, so he is going to need 1, 2. That's a total of 300. There's 280 in the 2. Alright. Get another 2. Let's see where I fall here. Page 9. There we are. Alright, one of those down. I'm almost afraid that I didn't quite get enough materials from drawing all of the Gensha. Not sure if I'll make it all the way to 20. We shall see. Ooh, super success on our fodder. Look out. Alright. Alright, so 16, we need 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2. Back over here to our fodders. In case you're wondering, some of these SRs that I'm skipping over them because they potentially have a, if I get 4 of them, then I can make another weapon that is going to be stronger than ones that I currently have. So that's why I'm holding on to some of those. The ones that are weaker than anything I have on my current grid are going to be used as fodder. Alright, there's 2 more down. I know this skill leveling takes a while. It does. Like I said, if you can prepare beforehand a bit, do a bunch of these SRs, you have to keep going back and forth like this, and you can get an SR done pretty quickly when you have everything all ready for it. 6. Right. Try to avoid all those +1s. Yeah, I am running out of materials and fast. Alright, I can get this done one more time. Oops, wrong button. Need to change my base here. Alright, I have to sacrifice one of these ones I've been holding on to, because this lance here is 1800 attack. This is just more than that, 1824 is the assault on that, so it's always rough how to decide what to depart with. Those guys, I have them locked, so I'm pretty sure they are assault. Now getting down to them again. I know getting close to the end when I see that one. So yeah, like I said, not a whole lot of materials left for me. Alright, it's decision time. What do I want to get rid of? I've got 3 of that one, 3 of that one, so just want if I get one more of that, then I got something that's stronger than that one. But then on the other hand, I don't have an attack lance. Even that, I'm not sure where that fits in my grid. Yeah, I'll take a shot at it. Let's use one of these guys. Oh yeah. Oh, 2 supers. Alright, those two are done. Let's get him to skill level 19. Ooh, yeah, see, like I said, I was getting here to the end. Alright, so I need 8, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look at that. %. Now, here's something that I do, when I'm getting SSRs and stuff, since that are going to replace SRs on my grid. I make those SRs available as enhanced materials. So here we go. These SRs are sitting here ready to be used as enhanced materials. And I'm just going to have to eat up +1 from this one. Now what you can do is, as you're working on your grids, I take everything to full skill level 20 now, even SRs, so I can have a more powerful team as I wait to get SRs, as I wait to get SSRs. And what you could do is you could take them to skill level 11, and that's enough to get an SSR from 19 to 20 without having to add anything else, and then you're not wasting experience, etc., etc. You lose out on damage until you can replace, that SR with an SSR. So you do with it as you like. To me personally, now that we can do the jump chat every single day, it doesn't matter. You just have to be able to get the coins, the gems to do it. 100,000, 110,000 every day, so you got to do the daily gem quests as well. You use 16 of those, you have enough to do the 110 pulls. So 19, 100% to 20, because that's skill level 20. And I don't need that anymore. And I didn't max it either at level 65, so boom. There you have it. Skill leveling an SSR from 1 to 20. Takes a little while, so maybe I should put this at the beginning, but you can run this a little bit faster to get the gist of it. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. There are lots of combinations you can do. I just did, since I didn't have any cups or any other things, I was just maximizing what I could get from experience because I didn't have a lot of extra SRs to throw into this. There's lots of combinations that you can do, once you know all of the skill level requirements and all these numbers here in this table and what they take. You can come up with any combination you want. So, again, this is Slick Phoenix. Signing off for now. And catch you next time, so happy hunting and have fun out there. Catch you later.